So all of you observe this question. If a line intersects AB and AC of triangle ABC, here two sides AB and AC are the two sides. So this line is intersecting AB at D and AC at E respectively, and it is parallel to BC, that DE is parallel to BC. You have to prove that AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. AD by AB. What was the Thales theorem was telling? When a line drawn parallel to one side, how it will be? It will divide the other two sides. How it will divide? If DE is parallel to BC, how this DE will divide the other two sides as per the basic proportionality theorem? What is that ratio? Divides in the same ratio. How? With reference to this diagram, you tell me.
AD by BD is equal to
AD by BD will be equal to AE by C. AD by BD is equal to AE by C. But here look at this, what you have to prove? AD by AB you have to show. Thales theorem says, so AD by this length by BD, AE by BC, AE by CE. But here you have to prove that AD and the whole length AB, here AE and the whole length AC. So now, since DE is parallel to BC, in triangle ABC, you have DE is parallel to BC. So now by basic proportionality theorem or by Thales theorem, so what you can write here? You can write AD by BD is equal to AE by C. This is by Thales theorem. But what we have to do that? We want AD by AB. So now what I will do, I take the reciprocal of this one because I want AD as it is. So therefore I will take the reciprocal by taking reciprocal. Why you have to tell me later. So BD by AD. Why we are taking the reciprocal? After doing this problem, you have to explain. BD by AD is equal to CE by AE. We took the reciprocal. Then add plus 1 both the sides. Add plus 1 both sides. Now let us see what happens. So when you add plus 1 both the sides, so you will get BD by AD plus 1 is equal to AE by CE plus 1. Sorry, AE by C, not AE by C. BD by AD, CE by AE plus 1. See, we added both sides. First it was the by basic proportionality theorem. Then we took the reciprocal. Then we are adding plus 1 both the sides. Now take the LCM here. AD will be the LCM. The numerator becomes BD plus AD. And here in the right hand side it is AE. So numerator will become CE plus AE. You are adding by taking LCM. LCM here AD. So BD plus AD it becomes. Here it is AE. CE plus AE. Look at the diagram and tell me what is BD plus AD. So look at this diagram. BD plus AD. You can write AB. You can write here AB. AB by AD is equal to. Look at the diagram and tell me CE plus AE. Sum of these two. AC. We can write here AC by AE. And look at this, what we have to prove here. We have to prove that AD by AB. AD by AB. Here we have AB by AD. Again take the reciprocal. By taking reciprocal, so again you take the reciprocal, you will get AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. So here is the proof. This is the proof. So look at this we have proved here. AD by AB. So we have AD by AB is equal to AE by AC is equal to AE by AC. Now you tell me why we took the reciprocal. Without taking the reciprocal, if you add 1, what happens? You tell me. What happens?
instead of AD we will get BD.
Instead of AD you will get BD. So BD will remain as it is. Why? BD, see once we add here plus 1, it becomes AD plus BD. AD plus BD, what happens? AD plus BD again it becomes AB. AD gets eliminates there. BD will remain. So since whatever that is there in the denominator will remain as it is. So that's why we are taking that AD to the denominator and adding plus 1 both the sides. So when we add plus 1, whatever that is there in the denominator will remain as it is. In all the cases, the AD is remaining here. If you don't take the reciprocal, then BD will remain. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
All of you look at this way now. ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to DC. You can draw a trapezium with AB and CD are parallel sides. So let us draw one parallel. That is a trapezium with one pair of parallel sides. So I can write this as AB and CD. So ABC is a trapezium with AB and CD are parallel. These two lines are parallel sides, and these two are called as non-parallel sides. So E and F are the points on the non-parallel sides. You have to take 2 points. So let us take this is E. I take this is E, and here it is F. So if you join this, you will get a line segment here. E and F are the points on 2 non-parallel sides. Non-parallel sides are AD and BC. We have taken 2 points. So such that EF is parallel to AB. Again look at this EF is parallel to AB. So as ABCD is a trapezium, AB is parallel to CD, that is given because it is a trapezium. And E and F are taken such that EF is parallel to AB. Look at this, AB is parallel to DC, EF is parallel to AB, that means EF must be parallel to DC also. All these 3 lines are parallel to each other, parallel to one another. So now we have to prove that AE by ED. So AE by ED is equal to BF by FC. So in Thales theorem we discussed Thales theorem is mainly related to the triangle. Okay, and a parallel side should be there. But here we don't have a triangle, we have a trapezium. You cannot apply Thales theorem here to a trapezium. We need triangle. For that what we have to do, you have to construct something to get a triangle here. So let us join this line AC so that you will get triangles. 2 triangles you will get. Okay. So now you call this some point, let us take G. So this is the construction. Okay. So now let us write whatever that we have done. Given, so in the data, what is given? So given ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium with AB parallel to DC. Okay, this is the given thing. Then E and F are points. E and F are points on AD and BC such that what is the condition that they are given? EF is parallel to AB. So this much data they have given. And you have to prove that. So what you have to prove here? To prove that we need to prove sides are divided in the same ratio. AE by DE is equal to BF by CF. AE by ED or DE both are same, BF by CF or SF both are same, FC both are same. So we have to prove that these two are divided in the same ratio. So now what is the construction we have done? So construction, so we have joined the line AC. So you can write join AC and let it intersect the diagonal AC at G. So let us go to the proof now. Proof. Now we look at the diagram. I will select a triangle to apply the Thales theorem now. So let me select the triangle ADC. In triangle ADC. So in triangle ADC, in triangle ADC, I can write EG parallel to DC. Can you tell me what is the reason? I can write EG parallel to DC. Is it given in the data? EG parallel to DC, what is the reason?
Sir, EF parallel to DC.
Because EF parallel to AB, it is given EF parallel to AB, AB parallel to DC, therefore EF must be parallel to DC. Because you can write, say EF parallel to AB, but AB parallel to DC, so therefore EF parallel to DC. So this is the reason. They are given in the data EF parallel to AB and ABCD is a trapezium, AB parallel to DC, therefore EF must be parallel to DC. Since EF parallel to DC, EG also falls on EF, therefore EG must be parallel to DC. So now by Thales theorem, you can apply Thales theorem now. By Thales theorem, tell me what you can write by Thales theorem here. In this triangle, apply Thales theorem. AE by DE. AE by DE is equal to, what you can write, AG by GC. AG by GC. So you can call this as 1. This is 1. So AE by DE is equal to AG by GC. This is, we have applied to this triangle. Is it clear? Now we have one more triangle. Can you tell me which is the triangle so that we can apply Thales theorem again? ABC. So let us take the triangle ABC. In triangle ABC. In triangle ABC. So now you will tell me in triangle ABC, GF is parallel to AB, isn't it? GF is parallel to AB because it is given EF parallel to AB. Since EF parallel to AB, you can write GF parallel to AB. Look at this diagram. EF parallel to AB, same way GF must be parallel to AB. So now GF parallel to AB means apply Thales theorem now. Apply Thales theorem to this triangle.
AG by GC equals to BF
Yes, you are right. So you can apply by Thales theorem. By Thales theorem. So again you look at this. AG by GC is equal to BF by FC. So you can write here AG by GC is equal to, what is that? AG by GC is equal to BF by FC. BF by FC. So you call this as 2. So we got the second relation. Compare both now. Here look at this. AG by GC is AD by DE. Same AG by GC. AG by GC, look at this one. AG by GC is equal to BF by FC. So therefore from 1 and 2 what you can conclude? From 1 and 2. So what is that? AG by GC is equal to in 1. Equation 1. AG by GC is equal to, we have AE by DE. So you can write here AE by DE. So let us write here AE by DE is equal to AE by DE is equal to the same AG by GC is equal to BF by FC. So this is what we wanted to prove here. So now look at this. To prove AE by DE is equal to BF by CF. BF by CF. So AE by DE is equal to BF by CF or FC, both are same. So hence the proof. It's a very important question from the examination point of view. So very simple also. So look at this. In given figure, the given figure is like this. So this is an isosceles triangle PQR. We have to show that this is an isosceles triangle. you have to show that PQ is equal to PR. Okay, so there is a line here, ST. So this is a given figure. In this figure they are given PS by SQ. PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So these two sides are divided in the same ratio. And again angle PST, this angle PST is equal to PRQ. So these two angles are equal. PST is equal to PRQ. So these two angles are equal. Now you have to prove that triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. You have to show that PQ is equal to PR. Okay, so let us write what is given in the question. Huh? Can you explain?
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Accident ಆಗೈತೆ ಈಗ ಸರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
Again, here what is given in this question? In the figure, PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. That is given. So you write down this. What is given? PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So this is the data given. PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. And again, PST is equal to PRQ. So another data, PST is equal to angle PST is equal to PRQ. So these two data that they are given. So you need to prove that. To prove, we have to prove that triangle PQR is isosceles. We have to prove that triangle PQR is isosceles. Isosceles triangle means I have to show that two sides are equal. I have to show that PQ is equal to PR. Okay. Now using this data, using these two information only, you have to go to the proof. So let us see now how you can prove this one. Look at this diagram and this data. So this one, PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. Apply the theorem, converse of Thales theorem. What is that converse of Thales theorem says? If a line divides any two sides of a triangle, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to third side. That is the Thales and converse of Thales theorem. Here is a line ST dividing the two sides of this triangle in the same ratio. PS by SQ, PT by TR. So this line dividing the two sides in the same ratio. Therefore, this line must be parallel to third side. That means ST must be parallel to QR. This is by converse of Thales theorem. So therefore I can write, so given we have PS by SQ is equal to PT by TR. So this is given. So therefore I can write the line is parallel. ST parallel to QR. ST parallel to QR. This is by Thales theorem. Converse of Thales theorem. Converse of Thales theorem. This is the second theorem we proved in this chapter. Converse of Thales theorem. So once you proved ST is equal to QR, ST is parallel to QR. If ST parallel to QR, then you can write the corresponding angles are equal. Can you tell me one corresponding angles here? One pair of corresponding angles which are equal. Identify.
Yes, sir.
PST is equal to
Yes, and Q.
PST is equal to yes sir.
PST is equal to PQR.
PST is equal to
PQR.
yes, somebody was telling M and all. Where it is M? Where you can find M letter? We are not using it here. PST is equal to PQR. This angle I can write is equal to this angle. This is why? Because these two lines are parallel. So therefore these two pair are corresponding angles. I can write these two angles are equal. So therefore I can write angle PST. Angle PST is equal to angle PQR. Isn't it? Angle PST. This is the angle PST. I can write angle PQR. Both are equal. So this you call it as 1. Another thing, look at this. The same PST. PST is also equal to PRQ. This is second one. It is also given. I will write the reason here. Okay. So therefore, this is, you can write corresponding angles. Reason for this one, corresponding angles. See, first one, PST is equal to PQR. PST is equal to PQR, corresponding angles. And the second one, PST is equal to PRQ. PRQ means this angle. So it is also given only. So these two angles are equal. Okay. So therefore, compare 1 and 2 now. Compare 1 and 2. Left hand sides are equal. PST is equal to PQR. Same PST is equal to PRQ. Therefore, I can write from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, I can write
PQR is equal.
PQR is equal to angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. Okay, angle PQR is equal to PRQ. Look at the diagram. PQR means this one, PRQ means this one. Okay, so these two angles are equal. Base angles of the triangle PQR are equal. If the base angles are equal, then the opposite sides must be equal. So therefore, opposite sides of these equal angles. So therefore, I can write PQ is equal to PR. You can write opposite sides of equal angles are equal. So therefore, PQ is equal to PR means therefore triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. So you can write triangle PQR is isosceles because we have proved that PQ is equal to PR. Two sides are equal. This question now in the exam exercise 6.2 first mind. Here DE parallel to BC. They have given DE parallel to BC in both the diagrams. DE parallel to BC, here also DE parallel to BC. Now here in the first diagram you have to find out EC. Measurement of EC. This is question mark. Then in the second diagram I have to find out AD. Since DE is parallel to BC, one side of triangle, this side is parallel to a side of triangle means by their theorem you can write this corresponding this one. These two sides are divided in the same ratio. So let us write in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we have DE parallel to BC. By Thales theorem, you can write AD by BD. AD by BD is equal to AE by C. So in figure 1, first situation, AD is given, it is 1.5 divided by BD also given, it is 3 is equal to AE is given 1 centimeter divided by CE. Now you need to simplify. Cross multiply this one. 1.5 CE is equal to 3 into 1. So CE is equal to 3 divided by 1.5. So if you divide 3 divided by 1.5 means it is 2 centimeters. So CE is equal to 2 centimeters. In the second situation, AD is not given. Let us write as it is AD. By BD is given. BD is 7.2. So you can write 7.2 is equal to, it is given AE 1.8. So you will write 1.8 divided by 5.4. 5.4. Since we want AD, cross multiply this 7.2. AD will be equal to 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4. So AD is equal to, simplify this one by dividing.
5.4.
See 18 3s are 54. Since 1.8 here 5.4, 1.8 3 times you can divide this one. 1.8 1s are 1.8 3s are. Now divide this 7.2 by 3. 3 1s are 3 2s are 6. 0.3 4s are 2.4. So therefore AD is equal to 2.4 centimeter. So this is the proof. Solution. AD is equal to 2.4. Here CE is equal to 2 centimeter. That is the conclusion now. Second main questions are almost similar to this first main only. Let us go to the third question now in this exercise. Third question. Third one. Look at this question. So here in this question they have given LM parallel to CB. Line LM parallel to CB. We have this triangle. Look at this triangle. ABC is a triangle in which LM is parallel to BC. And again LN is parallel to CD. This is another triangle in which LN is parallel to CD. Just we apply the Thales theorem in both the cases. So let us take in the triangle ABC. So to prove this, so let us consider triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, you can write LN parallel to BC. So LM parallel to BC. So by Thales theorem, you can write, since only look at this triangle, this side is parallel to BC, therefore it must divide the two sides in the same ratio. I can write AM by MB is equal to, or AM by MB is equal to AL by LC. But what we want here, AM by MB, we want to prove that AM by AB. We want AM by AB. How to do this? We have done one example problem. We want to retain AM. Instead of MB, we need AB. So therefore take the reciprocal here. So MB by AM is equal to LC by AL. Add 1 to both sides. So you can add +1 both sides. So what happens? MB by AM +1, LC by AL +1. So now AM is the LCM. The numerator becomes MB plus AM. Denominator becomes AL, so LC plus AL. Look at the diagram, MB plus AM. MB plus AM is nothing but AB. So we can write here AB. So AB by AM is equal to, here LC plus AL. LC plus AL is nothing but AC. So AC by AL. AC by AL. So we got AB by AM, but we want AM by AB. Take the reciprocal. By taking reciprocal, so you will get AM by AB is equal to AL by AC. Call this as equation 1. Call this as equation 1. Now similarly in triangle ADC, it is given that, what is given? LN parallel to CD. LN parallel to CD. We can prove same way. AN by AD is equal to, AN by AD is equal to, what you can write here? AN by AD in this triangle. AN by AD is equal to, tell me what it will be equal to? Look at the diagram and tell. AN by, look at this. AN by AD I am asking. AN by AD will be equal to AL by AC. That is what we proved in the first case. So that will be AL by AC. AL by AC. This is the second one. So I have not proved this directly or written because already proved in the first triangle. See, you can apply Thales theorem like this. AM by MB is equal to AL by AC. But what we need, AM by AP we not. We have done one example of corollary of Thales theorem. AM by AP will be equal to AL by AC. Similarly, here AN by AD will be equal to AL by AC. Compare these two now. Comparing this one, look at in both the cases AN by AC, here also AL by AC. Left hand side, right hand sides are equal. Therefore, you can write AM by AB. AM by AB will be equal to AN by AD. AN by AD. So this is from 1 and 2. By comparing 1 and 2. So this is what we wanted to prove here. The question they asked here, same. AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. So we prove AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Is it clear to all of you? So we have two triangles here.
Yes, sir.
Here is a line parallel to BC. ML is parallel to BC. So therefore AM by MB, that is the Thales theorem. The corollary by adding plus 1 you can make like this. AM by AB is equal to AL by AC. In the same way in the second triangle also you can write AN by AD is equal to AL by AC. So that we equate this to, you will get this equation. After comparing this you will get AM by AB is equal to AN by